Monday, Monday, Monday. It's Monday, and we are kicking off the work week with a small roof. We don't always just do big roofs. We do a lot of big roofs. But the small roofs need love too. Doing a 15 square install with the full roof sheet because the decking is not up to code over here. And I'm gonna flip this around so you can see. The houses in this area were built, I think, in the 50s and 60s. I actually grew up just right there. Right, there's a road right there, right around that corner, about 4 or 5 houses down. Grew up over there. My mom still lives in that house to today. But all the houses in this neighborhood, when they were built with this space decking. These are 1x. These are 1x8s. We call them space decking or plank decking. And they have these nominal gaps in between each board. And some will say, oh, that's not really a problem. That's not really a problem. Well, here's a perfect example as to why it is. See this nail in between these gaps? This is a nail that was holding the shingle on. And they find those gaps. The reason being is because there's a required nail line on all shingles, and if you're going to install the shingles correctly with manufacturer specifications, you have to install the nails in that nail line. Now, when you start installing your roof, which if you properly install a roof, you start from the bottom and work your way up and over. You cannot dictate where that nail line falls on the roof's plane as you're ascending up the slope. So you might be good here, but then you get in halfway up the roof, three-quarter of the way up the slope, and you might find a big gap like this, and your nail line might lay on that big gap from that side all the way over here. And so if you're properly installing your shingles, then that whole run of shingle from edge to edge is going to nail into thin air, which means it's not going to be fastened to your roof, which is against manufacturer specifications, which is also against code. So, when doing these roof replacements, we have to bring it to code. We are a licensed contractor, and code is self-enforced. Now, this is an insurance claim, and this policy has code compliance or code coverage on the policy. So the insurance company that approved this roof replacement will approve for this resheet. So not only is this getting a new roof, but it's also getting new decking. And so at the end of this roof will be more solid than ever. So kicking off the work week, still 15 square with the resheet. Crew that's out here, Alex and his guys. They use all the guys that worked on my horse barn and house and rental house project. Had a really long 3 days. And then we did another 42 square yesterday. 10, 12 everywhere, real cut up. At another horse property. And now we're over here. A little easy Monday, a little light Monday. And it's supposed to be hot today, 90s. But anyways, kicking off the Next Level Roofing in Columbus, 614-736-5994.